That's the right one. I didn't do that,
Did
though.
you check the old one?
Yeah.
Okay, should be up now.
So then you didn't confirm anything.
Nope. I
You didn't do
confirmed
anything.
restarting.
Okay, is it on there? Is it working?
It takes a second. It says live now, yes.
There we go. Okay. For anyone who was here, I'm sorry. For anyone who wasn't and is just joining now, hello, hello, hello. It's me. It's MPD, the Dunn King himself, joined by Necro, joined by Howie. Necro and Howie don't know what Ribena is. He's drinking a
Sponsored
Coke.
by Coke.
We're not sponsored. The Puracy Network would like to point out that we're not sponsored by Coke. I think we've done all the jokes that we have done
You know what's
earlier,
great?
right?
Now that you're in a network, I can just say shit like that and make you have to make disclaimers. It makes me laugh.
God damn it. God damn it.
This is what you get for corrupting my character in the other playthrough we did.
It wasn't entirely my fault.
Not gonna place blame. But it's
But
both of your
but
fault.
you did. Not going to place blame, but I am. Okay, so Howie got 15 XP last week. Necro got 20 XP last week. If you want to know why Necro got more XP than Howie next week, you should have watched the YouTube archive or tuned in live here. But for those of you who didn't, then Necro, who is the only conscious member in play at the moment, is going to recount last week's episode in character as Karo.
Okay, so I was just, chilling on Nar Shaddaa, just trying to keep a low profile, and I run into this idiot guy at the bar who killed these pigmen. I hate those guys. Trying to harass this slave lady. I gave her some money, and I got wrangled up in some scheme to help a hut get revenge on another hut. And now I'm in this elevator with this stripper and my idiot friend, who are both unconscious, and now we're about to figure out what this hut has been doing badly, that we need to get him screwed over for the other hut. So yeah, I'm doing great. I'm so glad I came into this situation. Hooray!
Excellent, and that is a very brief summary of the last week's session.
I'm not going to say I forgot a lot of the characters' names, but that's why I didn't name them.
That's fine, I'm sure that'll come up. Okay, so the first thing that we gotta do is roll the Destiny Point pool, which we did not roll, which I don't think anyone spent. You'd like to spend one, right? Flipping something last week, so...
Didn't we spend like 3?
I don't think so.
I know Howie, I thought, did something. I definitely did.
Yeah, no, I did one and he did 2.
God damn.
Yeah, it was 2.
So if you guys would like to roll a force dice.
Yes.
We both do?
Yes.
Bam.
Yes!
What you did, Howie? You added the bad ones.
Boop. Boop. There we go.
That's what I do.
Okay, so, as we stated, you're currently in the gene-locked elevator to whatever, I can't remember what number it was, to Grax's personal floor. Was it floor 13, I think? I think it was floor 13.
Yep.
Nexus who is Howie, who is a male Togruta, and Layla Mai, who is the stripper, who is a female Togruta, are both unconscious in the elevator, which is just closed. Piping. Did we say there was jizz music in this one? I think we did. There's always jizz music. Jizz all over the place, all in your hair. It's the worst. So yeah, we're in the elevator. The door closes, and yeah, you've got 2 unconscious dudes.
Do we need to do... Didn't you say we were going to do conflict first? My conflict that I have?
I did, but I can't find it in the book. And you only have a point of conflict, so I'm not that bothered about it. So
Okay.
you can delete the point of conflict.
Oh, but I wanted to have conflict.
Okay, then in that case, change your morality to 49 instead of 50. There you go.
Yay! I did it. All right. I don't have any skills that I can use to wake these people up, so I'm going to take out some of my rage and slap Nexus across the face and hope to wake him up. But also, I'm mad at him for getting me into this situation.
As it turns out, that probably wakes him up. It probably took you some time to drag
Repeated slaps. Can I do that again? Can I do like 4? And then that'll wake him up.
Yeah, you can. You wake him up after the 4th slap, just about as you're raising your hand for the 5th slap.
I want to say that I hit him one more time, the 5th time, as he's awake.
Okay.
Yes.
What? What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
This is what you get. Look what you've done. I'm in this elevator with you and this other lady who I don't even freaking.
It appears to me that what I have done is secured us into this facility and about to achieve our goal.
You do realize you would be dead if I didn't drag your sorry ass into this elevator, do you?
I believe I would have been tortured for a significant amount of time before being killed. So at this time, I would not be dead. I would be probably hanging from something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right. I hope you forgive me.
Yes, forgiven. Live and let live, and we're friends, so yes.
Maybe we should wake up. Did I ever learn her name was Layla Mai? I don't
Yes,
think I did.
the
yeah, I did.
The MC announced it when she took to the stage.
Right. I think we should probably wake Layla Mai up.
However, it's just dawned on me you
knows
two
this
might not know each other's names.
We did. We didn't for a long time in the first episode, but we finally did. Like,
Okay, excellent. Layla Mai wakes up a little bit after. Yeah, she didn't wake up to confusion like Nexus did. She's, one might say, hyper aware of what's going on.
This is not her first rodeo.
This is definitely not her. She's woken up stunned in an elevator full of strangers many a time.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
With jizz music everywhere.
There's just music everywhere on Ashtar.
Awesome. So Kara looks at Layla Mai and is like, "Well, we made it somehow. Although I'm pretty sure the entire place now knows that we're here."
She sighs and says, "Made it is perhaps debatable, but what are you doing here anyway?"
She looks at Nexus. I know why we're here, but she didn't. I don't. Does he still have the data pad? I assume he does.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Maybe you should show it to her.
I hand her the data pad.
She sort of doodads with the datapad, clicks through things quite rapidly. As to, did anyone press a button? By the way, is the elevator moving or is it just door shut?
I think I pushed it right after I dragged everyone in.
Let's say you did. Okay, so the elevator's moving, and she's like, "Oh, that Basma, always trying to improve his own station here on this hellhole." So you're looking for Grax's secret stash.
I don't know what that is, but yes. Everyone just seems to think that he has something bad going on. What exactly is it?
That entirely depends on your perspective on things.
I'm not a big fan of slaves. So that might be my thing.
He wouldn't have to hide slaves. He runs this moon.
I guess you're right.
Tell me, what do you both know about the Jedi Order?
Oh, well.
Bunch of ghost stories.
I heard that they all died a couple of years ago, but I've been looking into see what was exactly going on because I find it interesting.
She regards you both with a look, and you're not 100% sure what she means by that look, and then she goes on to say, "Well, I'm sure you'll perhaps find some answers very soon."
Answers to what? This is like the questions things before. What questions? What answers?
Yeah, you're not really great at giving us specifics. You're fantastic at being vague, though. You should become like a fortune teller.
She sort of gives a wry smile, and she's like, "Well, I guess I can't dance anymore. You've pretty much burnt this cover.
Well,
We didn't burn anything.
that was not my intention. In fact, being here was not my intention.
I don't think being here was either of our intentions.
Let's be honest. Being here is probably no one's intentions.
That's a good point.
And then there's, I don't know, maybe some more idle small talk or perhaps awkward silence, whichever you prefer. And then the door
Ding!
opens.
Level
Ding.
13.
Excellent.
All of the bad stuff.
All of the bad stuff. And of course, as you have probably come to expect, having set off the alarm and such, there are two dudes, two Gamoran dudes who stand guard on this level, in an otherwise empty room. Layla is having no nonsense as she steps out of the elevator, and she's pulled something from underneath. I guess for lack of a better term, the loincloth aspect of her stripper outfit. I guess it's more like a, I don't know,
Go on.
groin skirt. I guess it's not like a proper skirt. No, it's a loincloth, right?
I don't remember what she was wearing, but it wasn't mine.
It's like the Princess Leia, Return of the Jedi gold bikini.
That's right.
It's
What the hell did she pull from that little tiny... I'm curious. Go on. Please explain more.
small cylinder-like device, which then bursts forth with about 1.5 meters long green glowing light, which she uses to slice the weapons of the Gamorreans in half. You may or may not recognize this as a lightsaber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how like, is it really, really common knowledge that are lightsabers really like common knowledge as being a thing?
You'd know what you'd have seen a lightsaber before.
Okay.
Well, you were around in the Clone Wars, right?
Yes, but I never saw any battles or anything.
Yeah, but you'd have seen like
I guess videos or
like
holovids.
holovids of what's going on.
That's-
You'd know what a
that's true.
lightsaber is.
I've heard rumors and stories of them, so I recognize it from the tales.
The Gamorreans, funnily enough, don't know how to deal with someone wielding a lightsaber and turn to run.
Oh, I thought she just killed them.
Oh no,
Running
she
away
just
now.
cut the weapons in half.
Well, that's definitely a lightsaber. So I have a feeling I know what Takara's lost for words.
Do you say, is that in character? Like, yep, that's
Yes,
a
yeah,
lightsaber. That's
That's what she says.
you're very astute.
She's kind of in awe of it all.
I'll look at it and just... What color is it again?
Green.
Didn't think green was your color.
Well, you take what you can get.
Is that what she says?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Should we let them get away? And they're just going to alert more people that we're here.
Excellent point. I was assuming that one of you two was going to do something, but she raises her hands, and let's just say what it is. She uses the force to sort of pull them back. I guess essentially throwing them to the ground on their backs.
I'm thoroughly amazed and watching very closely and not doing anything.
I'm gonna say, why didn't you do that earlier?
Do what exactly?
That. You could have saved me some slaps.
Oh, while you were being slapped.
And she was unconscious when I was slapping the shit out of you. I mean, trying to wake you up.
I mean, like when we were fighting, which caused us to be unconscious, thus slapped.
She points out to them who they're both scrambling back up to their feet at this point. So like, because it's not a very permanent fix to a problem.
Well, she sees the two guards scrambling back up and pulls out her pistol on stun setting and shoots at one of them.
Yeah. Do you want to roll a difficulty 1? Thingamabob.
Okay, so I have just
Attack roll. Attack roll, not a thingamabob.
Here's combat, the thing that I'm good at. Here we go. Did it.
Well, not really. You just got an advantage.
I know. I know. Well, I tried. So what, do I just like push the trigger and nothing happens?
No, you push the trigger and you miss. And I guess the advantage of the situation is that Lila sighs and takes the pistol off you to do it for you.
Doesn't Nexus get a turn?
Yeah, sure, you can take a shot too.
Okay.
It's 1 purple.
Every time I miss, my excuse is that I am not a good shot and her hand was shaking because she's nervous. So that's what happened.
I can't really argue with you because I didn't see the miracle shot from previous.
Oh, that's right. Nobody saw it. Damn it.
Okay.
Well, Lila doesn't hit either, but well, Lila misses.
Did she take it from me and then shoot and also miss even worse than I did?
Yeah, but she's using her offhand, you know.
Oh, okay.
Howie hits one. That Nexus hits one. Is your pistol still on stun or kill or?
It's on stun. Yeah.
Okay, well that's 1 stunned. It sort of oinks as it hits the ground. Drool starts pooling under its many chins.
I'll look at the 2 others because they have both missed and say, "Am I the only one here who knows how to work one of these?"
It is an uncivilized weapon.
Hey, I'm not a pirate.
We're in an uncivilized world. Get good.
Get good.
Get good scrub comment. Love it.
Lila shoots again. That's better. That's still a miss,
Nothing,
but that's like
have her gun.
4 advantage. So you know what? Because I'm running the game, I say she hits, because otherwise we're gonna be here for a while.
Just gonna wait until Howie's turn again to hit him.
No, what she probably does, she doesn't hit him, but she hits the panel that controls the door for the exit. Just as the Gamoran gets to the door and he's trying to open the door, and obviously it doesn't work now. And she gives Kara back a gun. Like, there you go.
Thank you. So, there's nothing in this room?
There's a Gamoran who's desperately trying to escape.
Wait, I thought that one got hit as well. He got stunned.
No, I missed him. I just hit the control panel to the door.
Okay, well, let's... Should I just try and shoot him again? I guess I will. Because otherwise, somehow he'll do something bad to us.
It's unlikely.
Time to roll them bones. Hey, I did a thing!
You did a thing, you hit him. He goes down.
Hey! Kara tries to be cool and like spin the gun around, but then drops it. And then bends down and picks it up, very embarrassed. So, what... She looks around. What do I see?
Okay, so you're in a foyer. Looks a very sterile environment. Lots of Dura plastic everywhere. It's very white. It's basically just a room between the elevator and more intimate chambers of Gracchus. If you look to your left, you'll see a door on the left wall, whereas the Gamoran was heading for the far wall. The right wall has a giant it's kind of a painting, but it's not. It's it's a painting in the sense of like perhaps someone has used some sort of like Photoshop, star Photoshop to create a like a hollow image of Gracchus in all of his glory on his. You guys haven't seen Gracchus yet, have you?
I don't think so.
Okay, then
I don't think we've actually
it's
seen him.
this. So this is probably the first time that you've seen him in all of his glory. He's not a. I'm sure I've had this conversation. Gracchus isn't a like a fat hut in the sense that he's quite muscular of build. How I've described it in the past is if you are familiar with the WWE wrestler and UFC fighter Brock Lesnar,
Mm-hmm.
if Brock Lesnar was a hut, then Gracchus would be that hut.
Cool.
He also has pneumatic centipede legs surgically attached to his tail.
Weird. Alright.
He's also a canon character.
Oh, interesting.
He's in the Marvel Star Wars comic.
Interesting, cool. So wait, so that's just like a picture of him on the wall?
Yes. On the right wall.
I'm gonna go to the picture, see if there's like a hidden thing behind it, because that is what I would do.
Okay, well it is a hollow vid, so you can reach behind it to see if
Oh.
there's anything.
Well, I'll do that then.
As you sort of put your hand into the painting or through the painting's expression changes to one of displeasure, as if it's not happy with you touching it.
Gross. That's what she says. Is there anything back there on the wall?
No, it's just plain ball.
Damn. Well, I thought that would work. Just this idiot just touching the wall. Is there a thing here? I'm a smart.
Well, Layla Mai and presumably Nexus, who has been paying attention, are probably just waiting by the door on the left-hand side, that you've completely ignored in favour of touching the wall.
Nexus actually just found a seat.
Fantasy. Okay, excellent.
Listen, she turns back around. Listen, sometimes people hide stuff behind stuff like this, so I was just checking.
Yes. I definitely didn't doubt you. I was just kind of waiting. We didn't need two people to look.
She looks at the Layla Mai. Which way do you think?
She's
Or do you know?
She's standing by the door
Well, I
on the
know.
left-hand side.
What's the? Okay, fine. That was a stupid question. This is all out loud what she says because she's like mumbling. Where was the guard going? Where does that other way lead?
That ultimately heads to there's a barracks of sort. I say barracks because they're MG-1000 droids in storage, so I guess a storing cell of Gracchus's personal security, and then through that storage cell, Gracchus's own chambers as in of itself. In all honesty, I'm not too sure which would be worse. But if you're looking for Gracchus's archive, which, guessing by your data pads you are, then you probably want to come this way.
Can I once again go to the other door and try to like short circuit it so no one else can come through it behind us?
The elevator door.
No, the one that the guard was trying to get to or get through.
Well, the control panel was blasted out, so it wouldn't open from this side. But yes, that's a good idea. So, do a difficulty 3 computers check.
Oh boy, I'm good at lots of stuff, guys. I promise. Here we go. Computers.
Computers.
Roll them bones. Hey, I did it.
You indeed. You indeed do it.
Nexus sits there very impressed.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm just like yanking wires and like pushing them together and stuff, pretending that I know what I'm doing, and just happen to luckily get it.
Excellent.
'Cause I know nothing about computers. There. Now no one can follow us.
So Lila opens the door. It's like, so are you coming, or should I just do all your work for you?
If you could, that would be great.
Kara walks over, still happy with herself.
I guess I'll follow.
I just love that. Like, Kara's like, yeah, I did a thing. And then I just see Nexus just sat alone in this room for a bit, and then it's like, oh, they're actually just gonna leave me here. Okay, then.
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
Okay, so
I'm gonna follow her too.
after a bit of, it's just like a lot. It's a sort of a long corridor. Every now and again, it will twist off at a 90-degree angle, and then back on itself in a 90-degree angle, just so it sort of zigzags. Like Tetris pieces for no reason.
But there's no actually other passages.
No, it's just like a
that's how
straight corridor. Well, not straight, but like one continual corridor.
Okay. I guess I'll just keep walking.
You, as you're walking, you sort of, though there is only one way to go, you sort of lose track of where you are in the building, like your orientation within the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. Are we going down or up? Can we tell, or are we just going straight?
You really can't. There may
Okay.
be like very gradual changes in like the incline of the floor, but you can't tell.
Alright, I guess I'll just keep walking. And hope that whatever we get is on the other side of this passage is good.
You eventually you get to a rather unassuming door. Just looks like any other door. And Lila sort of stops and gestures ahead, and it's like, there you go.
I kind of like look at her like expectantly, like to open it.
Is there like a keypad or like a lock or anything on it?
It just seems like a really basic door.
Alright, I'm just gonna open the door.
Okay, you go up to I mean, there is a panel to the side, and it has like two buttons. One is green and one is red. And I assume you press the green button, the universal colour for open and go and etc.
Yes.
You open it. Door slides open. No problem.
Alright, I'm gonna walk right in.
It seems to be it's a fairly big room, and there's just piles of stuff. There's one side of the room is dedicated to you wouldn't know what they were, but holocrons just in a pile.
What?
Yeah, there's just holocrons in a pile. One side of the room, there seems to be a bunch of silver cylinders of various lengths up on like weapon mounts up on the wall on the other side. There's a pair of like robes on a mannequin in the back.
Would I know what a holocron is? I have like really high lore, and also that she kind of like studies Jedi.
Give me a lore roll.
Okay. What is my lore? It's 1 yellow, 2 green. Is it difficulty?
2.
1 yellow, 2 green. Okay.
You succeed. So you go walking around the room, and you sort of picking things up, and you're like, this is a lightsaber. This is a training lightsaber, and it's turn it on, and like the training blade comes out. It's like, though it doesn't cut, it will stun things. Sort of wave it around a bit, then turn it off, put it down, and then as you pick up various things. It's like, oh, this is this, and oh, this was this is I do believe this is Master Mace Windu's canteen from the Battle of Yavin 4 and etc. And then you I guess the threat is you knock over the holocron pile, and there's hundreds of them, and they fall all over you.
And then
Kara's like, her eyes widen, and she seems like she's just like, she's in heaven right now. She's like, do you understand what these are?
metal soccer balls.
I've never found one before. She just ignores your metal soccer ball. I've never found one of these before. They say that there's a bunch of Jedi knowledge in each one of these things. What I would give to just sit here and look through all of them. She's kind of picking like one up and just like looking at it and like putting it down and picking up another one. Never activating any of them because I have no idea how you even do that. So.
Excellent. Well, Layla Mai is just sort of leaning in the door frame. She's like, so as you would understand why Gracchus wouldn't want the Imperials to know about this.
Kara looks confused. So is he hoarding this because he's sympathetic toward what the Jedi once were?
I doubt the Hutt is sympathetic to any cause other than his own.
Yeah, the Gracchus is a collector.
How
obviously these metal soccer balls are rare, seeing as how you fawn over them, and the silver tubes on the walls are obviously some sort of expensive plumbing. I'm not sure yet.
They're not soccer balls, don't you understand? These are Jedi holocrons.
I don't. You're just saying stuff now.
I just told you that they contain a bunch of knowledge of the Jedi.
Well, then how do you get them? Open one up, then.
Layla opens at this point. Opening a holocron requires usage of the Force.
Okay, sure. So these metal balls will only open if I exude some fictional force. Okay, likely story. I'm gonna go check out the plumbing on the wall.
Kara is very cross with her look at you.
So you're going to look at the lightsabers.
Yeah, I'm gonna start pulling them off the wall and trying to like bang them around and try and turn them on or something.
Well, they all have most of them have very clear on buttons.
Yeah, I'm gonna start just turning a bunch of them on.
Some of them don't turn on. Some of them have sort of blades, lightsaber blades that emerge that sort of look like Kylo Ren's, as if it has a damaged crystal core. And those ones with the damaged crystal cores, they turn on for a bit and then sputter and then turn off.
All the ones that I don't feel work, I will throw on the ground.
Throw on the ground.
Kara has like not been paying attention until you start throwing them on the ground. And he looks over and goes, "Sheila does." And she says, "Well, how are we going to use this room to bring Gracchus' downfall? What are we supposed to do here?"
Are there any? I look around. Are there any windows in the room?
No.
Are there any other exits or entrances?
Nope.
I really don't think we should be taking these out with us, as much as I would love to. I also would not like to die.
Well, that's what this plumbing is for.
Okay, since I was actually not paying attention for a quick second because I had a thing happen in real life. What was he doing? I know he was looking at lightsabers, but what else? Was that it?
Yeah, he's just pulling them off the wall, trying to turn them on. Some turn on, and then like sort of sputter out, and some just don't turn on at all.
Okay, so how are those going to help us? She says.
Obviously, one of these should work like hers. And if we all had one, that would be cool.
Layla Mai's just looking very amused at you both.
She walks over and picks one of the ones off the floor that he threw down and activates it, and then it like sputters out again. And she kind of just she looks down at it in her hand and says, "Well, I don't even why I don't even know how to use this. Why would we take one?" Once again, I assume this is highly illegal. And I would not want to be caught with a lightsaber by anybody, really.
Well, we just have to sell it. I'm sure whatever these are made of, or whatever these are, would fetch a high price. Thus, I can buy my own ship with all of these.
We were here to do a job for the other hut.
Which would only get it, which was the intent of getting us off the planet. But if I had my own ship, I could still get off the planet. And make a bit of coin. Credit, not coin.
I don't know a lot of people who are in the market to buy Jedi artifacts, although I'm sure there are some.
Probably more than you would think.
But she says, I don't know anyone. But if you think so, then go ahead.
I look around for something to fashion into like a sack or something.
There's that robe.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and start trying to fashion some kind of carrying device.
When you take the robe off the mannequin that it's standing on, behind the robe, stacked up and it was obscured by the robe, there's just like a pile of various different coloured crystals.
I look at the crystals and I kind of look back at everyone else and I say, got some more things that we could sell back here, it looks like.
I don't know. She looks at them. I don't know what those are.
Those are Ilum kyber crystals, most commonly used in construction of lightsabers. Also,
I'm sorry, what crystals?
Ilum kyber crystals. Ilum being the planet of origin.
Kaiba being the owner of the blue eyes.
Yes. These are actually Mokuba crystals, specifically.
Oh, no one likes him. That was going to give us a good price.
But they also have implementation in hyperdrive technology. Of course, they're also incredibly illegal to have.
As I would assume everything in this room is.
Oh yes, certainly.
She just watches Nexus as he tries to make a freaking like bag out of a robe.
How big are the crystals?
Not massive. Like
Like how many
fingernail
can fit in
size.
my hand?
Like a good between 5 and 10 per me, sorry.
I'm gonna start stuffing my pockets with the gems, the crystals.
Kara goes back over to the datagrams.
While Layla Mai's not stopping either of you from doing what you're doing, she does ask, so what exactly is your motivations here?
Just trying to get off the planet before the Empire arrives. Somehow I got wrangled into helping a hut take down another hut.
That seems very small, short goal. What is the long goal here?
I don't know. Just survive.
I'll speak up at that point and be like, that's very general.
Are you speaking up to Kara or?
Yeah.
She turns to look at him. Well, Mr. Pilot, what about yourself?
To
Or is
own
it
my
just
own
making
ship
as much
and not
credit as
have-
you possibly can?
To own my own ship. A nice one.
Well, I commend you for having a dream, I guess. I just don't want to be tied down to any one place for too long. In my experience, has not been the best thing to do.
Now, Kara, you must have some bigger aspirations in life rather than just survive. You may find it odd that not only has she said your name and you haven't told her who you are, but her tone is as if she it's a very personable tone, as if she knows you. And as far as you know, the last time you saw her was like about an hour ago. You've been walking in those corridors for a long time.
I'm quickly switching over to the lightsabers again, putting them on trying to hook them up to my belt. As many as I can.
You can probably get 12 on your belt.
Oh my god.
I mean, you look ridiculous. You look like you're wearing like the world's tiniest miniskirt, but you can probably get 12.
Okay, and then did I create a sack that I can hold a holocron or two in?
Oh, like holocrons aren't that big. You could get loads in. Like
Good.
you like fashion like a knapsack out of the robe.
Kara kind of sighs and she like looks down at the holocron she's holding on to.
You've taken like a double-edged lightsaber hilt to use like the stick to hold the knapsack on. You look like a hobo.
Awesome.
A very fancy metallic one.
Kara's turning over the holocron in her hand and she kind of sighs and she goes, "I'm not sure. I've never had to think about it before."
Layla sort of walks into the room and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Perhaps you should just take a moment, have a think. And can you roll a force dice for me?"
Sure thing. I'm having like real time right now while Howie's just stealing as much shit as he possibly can. Great. Just one?
Yeah, just a force dice.
Eventually, I'm gonna walk up to you and hold out my hand for the holocron that you're holding.
Good, I got a black one. Great.
Okay, nothing happens.
Yeah, man.
Like, can the ominous like force music start playing, and then as he concentrates,
Yeah,
it
like
stops.
like the musical swell. It's and then he just
And then
goes
like
for
an abrupt cut and nothing
Yes.
happens.
Yeah.
as if someone's just like taken a needle off a vinyl player. That just sort of noise just happens.
Yeah.
And that's when Nexus comes up and it's like, "Give."
She looks up at him angrily and like smacks his hand away rather than just push it away.
Can I misinterpret that as a high five?
If you want.
Well, how did she?
With
how
the
did
back
she
of my
slap?
hand?
Well, no, because I was holding my hand out, like palm up, for the holocron to be placed in.
Yeah, and she's like
I think
smacks
slap.
the back your hand with the back of hers angrily.
Oh, okay. That's how you do it. Never mind.
Maybe you just don't know how to high five.
No, I say, okay, fine, you can carry that one.
She stands up because she's been sitting down like looking at it. She goes, "Well, there's time for that later. First of all, we have to get out of here." She's still holding onto the one random one she picked up, which she will take with her if they decide to leave.
Okay.
As she begins
Excellent.
walking toward the door.
Lila Mai sort of closes her eyes for a couple of seconds, goes further into the room, rummages around in some like pile of tapestries and such, and grabs a couple of things and a robe that she sort of throws on because she's sick and
What?
tired of walking around. There's
Naked almost.
What did you get? What did you grab?
a robe.
No. Nope. You grabbed other things.
Can we do this later? We have to go. She begins walking toward the exit of the room.
I'll look at my kind of like
Stash.
I'll look at my while I'm carrying like my 12 lightsabers, like pockets full of crystals and a knapsack filled with holocrons.
You jingle as you walk, by the way.
Yeah. I'll just look at her like with like squinty eyes and be like, "I know you're up to something," and then I'm gonna walk away towards the door, jingling.
Okay, excellent. So you go back down the corridor, and Lila Mai sort of says, she engages next in conversation. She's like, "So you said you wanted a ship."
Yep. Used to want something different, but now I just want a ship.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Used to want something different, but now I just want a ship.
What did you used to want?
Thought I wanted to pilot a Star Destroyer, but changed my mind. Better to be on my own. Unaffiliated.
You sound like you've had run-ins with the Empire before.
Just one.
Just one Empire.
One bad one. One bad one takes it. But yeah, I've dealt with them before.
She sort of nods and she's like, well, if it's a ship that you're after, I know a bounty hunter who is looking for a pilot.
Maybe I'll consider it. But first I need to see what I can get for these things, and I kind of shake.
May I advise trying to sell them on this planet? Probably not your best idea.
I will have to find a box of some sort to put them in later. But since I do not have said box now, I will have to be a little bit open about it. But I will try and get these off planet.
Kara's walking alongside as this is happening. She's been staring at the holocron, then she finally speaks up. Well, if we're not going to be able to sell these to get a ship, then what was the point of this? She looks at the
Did she say not to sell it off? To sell it on planet, or to not sell it on planet?
It's a bad idea to sell it on planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I thought. Well, here's the thing. We probably just need a couple of these things to show to previous hut, whose name escapes me, Basmer. And keep the rest for ourselves. Let's face it, no one actually thinks that I would do this. I kind of shake again.
I don't know you long enough, but I completely expect you to do that.
But luckily, he doesn't know me as well as you do.
Well, first we have to get out of this place, so I'm sure that's going to be fun. Now that everyone knows we're here, and that we've incapacitated, what, 8 people now?
Yeah, they'll probably be getting up soon. If not already. And I say, but luckily I still have access to my right hand, and I'll kind of whip out the gun real fast and put it back.
Well, then you can go first, and she kind of like slowly walks backward until she's behind you.
I don't think you want Mr. Jingles to go in front. Best to send this one, and I kind of motion towards Layla Mai.
Oh, Layla
She's our melee person.
Layla Mai definitely goes up front.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good thing too, because as you round one of the many corners, you see a IG 1000 model Magna Guard droid.
Yes.
For people who don't quite recognize that designation, those are the things that General Grievous had in Revenge of the Sith.
Those are the things? Wait, what?
The things with like the tattered capes?
Yes, those things.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like his elite guards?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And there's just one of them?
There's just one of them.
But they're, yeah, okay, they're split. Okay.
And it's got a electro staff that it twirls around 360 degrees because its wrist can do that.
Kind of pivot.
And rolling for initiative. Give me a vigilance check. While I figure out its vigilance.
Oh, I gotta turn off all these tabs. I have like Gracchus and shit open. Where's my hangout? Here it is. What is mine? Oh yeah, I have good vigilance. Yay!
I crit.
I did a lot of good stuff. Uh-oh, I also rolled a force dice, but ignore that.
Okay, that is the
That's
Magna
my
Guard. Also
No,
crit
he
and
crit
had a
too.
better net resource. Let's hope that Layla goes first.
Does
I
Triumph overcome every advantage? Like, if you have a bunch of advantages, would Triumph still
Yes.
trump that?
Until you get like 5 advantage, then yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure.
And Layla's what is Layla's vigilance? Not that good. Okay, so it will go Magna Guard, Nexus, Kara, and then Layla, because in events of ties, you look at the advantages.
Cool.
So the Magna Guard makes some, like, droid noises.
I would make them, but I don't remember what they are off the top of my head.
No, I can't remember what noise they make either.
Blop, blop, bloop, bloop.
This is the janky version of the guard. It's the one that he like built himself, so it's like boop boop, and you're like, what the fuck?
No, he probably bought it for a very high price following the end of the Clone Wars.
Right.
It seems to be offering you the opportunity to surrender.
That's how it's using its turn.
Yes.
Ah, stupid droid, I say, before I whip out my pistol.
And I pull out my gun.
Now we'll give it a good shooting.
Okay. Let me figure out the difficulty for this. Okay, so it's 3 purple dice, 1 black dice.
Sounds bad.
That's what it is. 3 purple, 1 black.
What is the black die?
It's the opposite of a blue die.
What's the blue die?
It's like an advantage.
Blue die is a boost dice.
Hmm.
So the black dice is a setback dice.
That's all the shit you have to roll to hit. Oh my god!
I did it.
But you did hit it.
I'm Nexus Andromedon.
Okay, so you shoot it. Can you? How much damage is your pistol?
My pistol. 5.
It's damage 5. So you do no damage to it.
Do we just see him shoot it and nothing happens? Like it just ping, so it hits it and nothing happens?
Yep.
Well, that's not good.
I'll look at Layla Mai and be like, it's time to use the glow stick.
It's not Layla Mai's turn, it's Kara's turn.
God, there's like nothing I can do to this. Alright, well.
There is potentially, it just has a very high soak value.
Do I have any... I don't have any... The answer is no to that statement I didn't finish. Well... Okay, well this is a robot, so that's not even gonna help. Okay, I guess I'll just shoot it.
Shoot it. 3 purple, 1 black.
Oh my god. Here I go! Wait, hold on. What's my thingy? I roll on this? Alright. I don't even think it's possible for me to get this.
I don't think so.
Woohoo!
Nope. Oh, you crit.
I got a triumph, though. Does that do anything?
He failed, but he crit.
Okay, yeah, you do fail, but... Okay, so something good happens, but ultimately you fail to do damage to it. So what happens?
Something good could happen?
Yes. Because even if you fail, like, the positive effects of a triumph will still occur.
Took off some armor.
I don't know, can I do that? Like, how? I don't remember how... I'm looking at a picture of them, and they look pretty armored, but I don't know what I could... It's holding the staff, right? The
Yes.
staff that it has? Okay, I'm gonna say I shoot it, it does no damage, but it drops its weapon.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You shoot it in the hand and, like, sparks fly, and it drops its weapon. Opening the way for... Because those staffs are made out of cortosis, they block lightsabers.
Well, cool, I did it on purpose. Definitely did that on purpose.
You definitely knew that that was the case.
Yep.
And now you can't parry. Haha, lightsaber!
Yay, I helped in combat.
Okay, now let's have a look at this. 6, 7, 8. No. 6, but but it also crits. Yes. Yes. Just gotta make a note.
Oh, this was her attack. Is doing all
Yep.
all these things. Good, I did it. I helped.
Lightsabers. Important. Just like a fun thing to mention at this point, lightsabers have a weapon property called Breach 1. The only other weapons that have a breach quality are on starships. Breach 1 ignores 10 points of soak.
Sweet.
Okay, now I need my critical injuries table.
Holy shit! Did she just wreck this guy?
Possibly.
Awesome.
Da 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 la. Da 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 la. Talk amongst yourself, children, while I find the critical injury roll. The annoying thing is it's like way off in the book, and then I'm going to have to go back to the stat line for the Magna Guard. Where the fuck is this table?
This is a pretty great turn of events for us. The droid's like, surrender, or whatever it does. And then you shoot it, and then it drops, and then I shoot it and drops his weapon, and she just wrecks its shit.
Whoops. 14. What is an injury roll of 14? Sudden jolt. The target drops whatever is in its hand.
It was not.
Okay, excellent. And now, it's its turn.
Oh, I meant to ask, how quickly does strain like go away?
Oh, you
I had a whole bunch.
yeah, bro. That would have gone by now. Sorry.
All of it? Okay.
It's an IG Magna Guard, not an MG Magna Guard. If you just search IG, then it brings up every time IG appears in a word, including in the word light, which, as you can imagine, comes up a lot.
Search for like IG dash. I probably would.
Yeah, that's what it is. Still a bit. You know, it costs 90,000 to buy one of these.
Well, cool. Sucks for him. For Gracchus. Or Cracker. What did you call him before?
Cracker.
Cracker.
There it is. Okay, so now it's its turn, and does it? It has to spend its action to pick up its weapon. Excellent. Spins it around and advances in a menacing fashion.
Does it look like it's actually damaged?
Yes. There's like sparks flying out of its chest where the lightsaber cut through.
So that means it's Nexus's turn.
And
Yes,
before you roll,
Yes.
that is where, at least for YouTube's sake, we're going to end the video there. So subscribe for the next one, guys, if you're interested in how the story develops. So now I'm going to press stop recording.